Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day and a good Monday. I know it's Monday again already. Oh jeez. I thought I was a little bit cold, so I put on this heavy like fleece thing, and now I'm probably going to be hot. But today, anyway, sorry, rabbit hole. Um Sparkly squirrels. I'm working on Joy Sunday's Flower Cabin, and I've had this out before, so yay. And we are working with number 500 DMC. Had to get me out a spare thread because I know I'm going to run out. So I'm working on these blue squares. So how was everybody's weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? I'm telling you, it has been a while. I didn't make a video yesterday because I just was not in the mood, and I barely stitched. I worked a little bit on time to stitch and a little bit on the linen and thread sow. I did finish one of the other motifs, so now all I gotta do is that great big basket of flowers. Oh geez, I can hardly wait. So we'll see how well that goes. But that was basically all I worked on yesterday. And I did that all before work. I did very little. I had to frog a couple of letters out on time to stitch, so I did that after I got home last night. And after I got them placed back in, that was it. I was done. It's just stressful and not being stressful. I don't know. I go through this phase, and I had one of my headaches at work, so I don't know if I ate something wrong or whatever, but that happens every once in a while. Because, I wasn't doing too much of this or too much of that. Sometimes if I do too much close work, I get a headache. Sometimes not so much. I don't know if it's the inner stress of my body or what, but because I'm calm about all this. I'm not sitting around fretting about it or anything. I don't know. Maybe because I've held it in for so long. I don't know. Not a clue, but that happened yesterday. And it was boring, just horribly boring at work. So maybe I was using my phone too much, to play games or whatever to try to keep me awake. Or, I don't know. Not awake, but just alert and pass the time. But geez Louise. Yeah, yesterday was as bad as it's gotten. But oh well. I got all my work done, and unfortunately, I don't know. I did everything I was supposed to. So, we're just trying to get through it. So, the girl whose place I have to, I had to do her Tuesdays. She comes back on Wednesday, the 1st. So that's cool. And she gets back, and then another one's going to go on a vacation for like 4 or 5 days. And, yeah, it's special. And then when we get her back, about a week after that, the girl that was out is going to go on her vacation. Because, see, they've all got vacations coming, because I don't know when they started, but that's what they've been doing for years. So, yeah, it'll be fun. So my whole schedule won't be normal for about a month. So, yay. This is an 11 count, I believe. Let me look here. Yep, it's an 11 count, but I'm using 2 strands and it's covering just fine. This is really good thread this time, I don't have any complaints about it. But trying to get my light where y'all can see. It's just not going too well. It's kind of an odd pieced thing. It is 56 by 42 centimeters, but that's just the size of this whole material. The actual picture is, we're going to do it in inches because I'm just that way. The picture is 18 by, get it to lay flat, almost 13 by 18, whatever. It's 451 by 373 stitches. Get that put back in my little hovel. I really like this little caddy thing that is attached to my light. It doesn't do much for me when I plug... Oh, I could plug in my light pad there, but, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't work really well when I go to, what do you call it? Charge up my phone. So, I do that. I have one of those wall plug things. So, that works a lot better. Hang on, we got to get rid of this thread down here. Hang on. I kind of ran out of blue. Oh, and this thread is not what you call long. So other than that, that's about all I've been doing. I just was kind of tired yesterday. No, what the heck. Whoops, that was attractive. Been trying consciously make my knots a little bit smaller. Yes, I still put knots in there. What can I say? I don't even want to hear about it. Don't want to hear about it. But it's the way I've stitched all my life, so it is what it is. I don't care about the back. I don't know how far this is going to go, but we'll see. So I haven't started anything new. I did get my pouches to put my projects in, so I put all my works in progress that don't have their own bag. Now this, well, I don't have it there, but it does. I've got it in a what the heck? In a Ziploc bag. Words are hard today. I'm telling you. Whoops, I better move them scissors or they're going to be on the floor. They're a little slickery. So, I did all that yesterday and got rid of 2 of those shopping, like, you know, you'd take them to the grocery store or put stuff in bags. When we go on trips, my daughter and I fill up a bag with my artsy craftsy stuff that I'm going to work on. Because she's usually driving because she don't want me to drive. I'm like, okay. So I have to have something to occupy my brain. So I put my markers and my coloring books. And I brought stitching project last time. And she didn't want me to stitch while we were driving. So little does she know I could have gotten something done. But, you know, I use them for that. And also to haul extra stuff. And then we've got suitcases, but there was a time when we didn't have suitcases and we had to use those bags, so oh well. I found, I think it was before we went to Cheyenne in 2015. We were at the near new shop, and we both found a suitcase. So, and they were in real good, you know, working order. So we both just got one. So we just used them. So that was pretty cool. And they weren't very big, you know, just kind of a 2 or 3 day bag. And we were going in the summer, so we had lighter weight clothes. You know, we always take a coat because, hell, we're from Colorado and it could snow at any time. Summer, winter, spring, fall, doesn't matter. So we always take a coat, but we had to put them in separate things. And always take a pair of sweatpants because you never know. The weather's going to be really cool, but it didn't turn out that way. But we had lighter weight stuff, so those little suitcases worked just fine for what we were doing because we were only going to be gone like 3 days total. So it was fun. Fun, fun, fun. So I doubt that we'll go anyplace this year because this is all messed up with the virus and everything. And my friend at work said that her nephew and I think her son were up. They go up hiking and stuff, you know, and everything. And lo and behold, the wildlife guy approached them and asked them what county they were from, and they had to prove that they were from this county. So that's the first I've heard of anybody, you know, trying to ask you if you're from here or not. So I don't know how well they're enforcing all that, but we got a thing at work that we have to keep in our car, and that way, you know, we can prove that we work for a gas station. And if they, for any reason, would stop us, and that we're essential. But nobody has approached anybody in town that I know of, you know, unless they were getting a ticket for something. But I haven't seen anybody stopped, so we'll see. It could get interesting. Well, dagnabbit. I'm going to run out of thread again. Boy, I picked like the wrong piece of thread, didn't I? Hey, but we're getting some of that done. Down in there. Oh, goodness. And still, I'm kind of tired today. Today is supposed to be my Friday, but I have to work tomorrow too, so yay. Fun times. I'm telling you. I just wish it wasn't so dang boring. It's kind of nice, but sitting in peace and quiet for so long and you don't talk to anybody feels like you're in your own isolation. Now I'm used to being at home here by myself, you know, unless, yeah, the grandkids come over to do an art day or whatever, but they haven't done that, God, in months. We're not probably going to do that until all this is over. So, because Grandma is just not in the mood for it. But I may have to take some art supplies to my daughter, but other than that, we're not having an art day at Grandma's. They like to do that. They'll come over and I'll have something planned, you know. And they like to paint and they like to use glitter. And one time we painted rocks in the Mandela style. And Grandma's got all kinds of craft crap, you know. But it's just going to have to wait, or, you know, me take some supplies to my daughter to keep them all occupied. But now she's got work to keep her occupied, so she's doing that 4 nights a week. So we'll see. If she runs out of stuff, trust me, Grandma's got it covered. But I haven't used that stuff in a while. But I got about everything imaginable. Even have stamps and distressed inks and inks you can put on tiles and all kinds of stuff. Just, you wouldn't believe the amount of crap Grandma's got. Grandma needs to redo her, what do you call it? Undo my what I used to deem as the studio, but it was too cold, or in the summer it was too hot, so I just started putting this great big table. I didn't have it then, I had a table out here to work because it was cooler, it was closer to the air conditioning and closer to the heating. So I just use it as a storage room. But I'd like to eventually put like a chair in there. And there's no closets in this place. Absolutely none. So the studio and my extra bedroom is consumed with crap that hasn't been organized, but I'd like to take all that stuff from the studio out of there and just make it a little sitting room and put kind of a small, like, chair of some affair. I'd like to get one of those fold-out beds that are made, you know, like cushions, and you fold it up and you can make it into a chair or whatever. I haven't seen them in a while, and I haven't really looked for them either. They used to sell them at Walmart, but they'd fold out on the ground or whatever. But I'd like to make some kind of a chase in there so I could sit in there with it, you know, one of those tall lamps like I have over here by the couch, so that I could just sit in there and stitch, and then maybe put a small bookcase in there. And that way I could read in there or whatever I wanted to do. I might move once I get all that other crap out of there. It needs the son-in-law to come and get a few things to throw away. So, yeah, that's the plan, but, you know, until I get my 3 days off in a row, it's going to be May before that all happens. But I'd like to switch those things around and see where I can get me a chair. This, what do you call it, near new shop doesn't have, it has like, what do you call them, like entertainment centers, and it has some little tiny tables, and, you know, not a whole lot of room. They have a whole room full of chairs, so there's not a whole lot of room for furniture, if you will. So finding used furniture, now the one down in Salida, but we haven't gone to Walmart or in that general direction, and we'd have to have her husband's pickup if we were going to go looking for any kind of furniture, because the other, we'll call it a thrift store for lack of what it is, has some furniture, but, you know, if I was to find something, we'd have to have a bigger vehicle to haul it back. So I'd like to find that. And then they have I don't know, I might find something over here. They call it the Restore. It's by, I think it's, what do you call it? I want to say sponsored by Habitat for Humanity or whatever. Because they sell building supplies and fixtures and stuff like that, as well as they also have like dressers and buffets and kitchen tables and all kinds of that kind of furniture. So they also have doors. So I might find a chair over there, but I haven't been there. I think they're probably closed for the duration of this mess. So I'm looking around. Just looking around. I need something that's going to fit down that hall, because that hall ain't very big. I'd have to take all the pictures off the wall before we put something down there. We tried to, when I moved in here, they had a little love seat, and I put it in that room. Well, it was too big for that room, because that room's only about 6 by 6, almost. Like I said, it's not very big. And my daughter and her friend had a hell of a time getting it down the hall and out the back door, because I had put it on, you know, one of the local, you want it, come get it, you know, things. And this bunch was going to come get it. And I thought we were never going to get it down that hall and out the back door. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I had to take the feet off, and oh, it was special. Yeah, scraped the wall in the process. Oh, my daughter was so thrilled, because we had just painted the walls. Yeah. So you don't move too much too big down that hall. everything else fit. I don't know how we ever got that 7-foot dresser in there. It must have been just perfect. But I had a friend give me a 7-foot, or I call it 7-foot. It's probably 6 feet long, oak dresser, and when I first moved in here, because I had no furniture, because I didn't bring anything from Kansas when I moved, and yeah, so him and his daughter moved it down the hall. So, yay! Fun times. So I'm glad all the furniture is where it needs to be until I find something. So that's why I wanted one of those collapsible things, because I could set it up like a chair or set it up like a chase. So we'll see. We will see. And there's good light in there. There's a nice little window, and it was basically meant for a baby room. You know what I mean? It's just that small. You could probably get a crib in there and maybe a tiny chest of drawers, but other than that, not too much. Alright, guys. Well, I think that is going to be it for today. Got a little bit done. It was kind of hop, skipping, jumping. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your day. God bless. Stay well. Bye-bye.